Society and women do not care about men. In the modern world we live in, women are constantly being empowered. Not just through developments in society where equality has come to the forefront and is even to a point whereby workplaces often favor employing women to showcase their fondness of equality, but also where women get constant personal validation from thirsty men on social media and dating apps. The average-looking girl these days could start life not being too confident or sure of herself, yet once she gets to a point where she is able to begin to have a presence online, she begins to interact with men, and a lot of them. These men tell her how beautiful she is, how they would do anything for her, how she is a queen, how they miss her when they don't talk to her, and essentially they will tell her anything she wants to hear. So, with this she will begin to develop a sense of superiority over men. She will begin to think her own political opinions are more thought out and logical than most men, and her ideas about the world are also just as well constructed. After receiving, and continuing to receive, such positive feedback online from society, it's no real mystery how she suddenly develops the confidence to sprout her various opinions on big topics. Most women receive their knowledge through various social media posts, experience in their own lives and other women. Oftentimes logic is non-existent and ideas have holes in them. When ideas are challenged, then the reaction is to insult, degrade and try to defame the people who oppose them. I think women have begun to become more political and more outspoken about their ideas because they want validation that they are not just beautiful, they are incredibly smart too. This brings me to a post I saw online. A man posted the following post. My girlfriend, F24, called men failed abortions and is now trying to walk it back. His girlfriend is 24 years old. He is 23 years old. I want to start by saying that how can anybody at the age of 24 understand anything really of the world? The post begins. My girlfriend has always had a hot streak in her for social issues. Normally this doesn't bother me at all, I agree with her on most issues. Yesterday we got into a fight because she saw an article about police violence and how it was mostly perpetrated by men. She said that men were failed abortions and we wouldn't have these problems if they were born women. I took offense to that and we ended up in an argument where she said that she clearly didn't mean all men and said I was being oversensitive. I felt like it definitely crossed a line. End of quote. I'm not going to read the entire post as I wanted to just use the basic premise of the story to showcase my point. His girlfriend has no problems whatsoever making disparaging comments about men. Indeed, if she was to do this in public, all women would agree with her and a small proportion of men would also. Society does not care about men. We are disposable, we are there to be used and tossed aside once we can provide no more value. I am not making this video because I think this is unfair necessarily. I just want people to know the truth. If a man loses his house, his children and has to pay his ex-wife half of his wage for the rest of his life, nobody cares. This man could kill himself and ultimately nobody would care. As a man, life is a struggle, we are equipped for this, we are able to handle this. However, you shouldn't tolerate a woman who thinks about men like this. These women are low value and weak-willed. They use simple thinking and blanket statements to categorize the world. Avoid them. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please get involved in the discussion below in the comments. Thanks for listening.